Welcome, respected friends. Very tough text, Yoga Vaashishtha Maha Ramayanam. We took up for study, but in the effort of that itself, our mind intellect will become subtler, purer, and it becomes qualified to understand what is said in that. And through that, what is to be understood is the Brahman alone is reality, and we are that. Other than that, all else is appearance but not so real as we take it and get lost in it. So just go through all this and allow the intellect to get expanded. Huh. Without the study of this or any shastras too, the life will continue, but not the life of evolution or the life towards liberation. That one thing keep in mind. Even when we are studying this text, it is so heavy, tough, difficult for me or the speaker to understand. To explain it is much, much more difficult. And how difficult it is for you, the Shrotas, too, I know. So, keeping away this text, some topic of Ramayana, some topic of Bhagavatam, some sweet topic of Purana, or in some stotras, some bhajans, so many things can be done for satsang. That anyway, many great sadhakas, acharyas, gurus, mahanubhavas are doing it, so they are available to you. But for my swadhyaya sadhana, I will do this text only, even though it is tough for me and you too. Let us see. Bhagavan has given an opportunity. Up to this, we have come. Let us go ahead. Our effort will be like this. Ki every day, that day's class, as much as we are able to listen attentively, that itself is achievement. In that even 2%, 3% is understood in the class, that itself is a great achievement. It is more than understanding. It is our effort that is appreciated in this text. Even I also will not tax myself beyond my capacity, beyond my to remember all the prasangas, all vishayas, though it is expected. But if you ask me, Swamiji, what you told in Vairagya, Mumukshi, Vyahara, Prakarana, you tell, oh, I won't remember. I won't remember anything. I will tell, just listen, it is available in YouTube. So many delightful topics were touched. The 15, 16 chapters of Sri Rama Vairagya only Vesa. Then Mumukshu Lakshanas. Then Purushartha Mahima for so many chapters. Then Brahma Pratipadanam, Jagat Bhrantitva. How many topics covered? So everything remembrance is great achievement. Only great yogis of the height of Vasishtha alone can remember. That's why he alone became Guru, speaker. All others are listeners. व्यास वाल्मीकि विश्वामित्र सब बैठकर सुन रहे थे. So let's not worry about that also. Let's not be afraid that we may not be able to do करके नो करते जाएंगे. जिस दिन का उतना क्लास में आना ही अचीवमेंट है. पूरा क्लास बैठना ही अचीवमेंट है. Trying to listen and understand is achievement. We will stick to this much. How much we understood, how much we remember, we will not tax ourselves beyond that. Huh. Some of you have leisure time, they can go through at home and feel, oh, this is what is covered in this today's talk or chapter. That homework you can do. I also will try, but I do the other text also. All the text talk one truth. So in truth only we are reveling. That is a good satisfaction. Shall we try today to complete the 16th Sarga in the Leela Upakhyana, the first one of second one, the Ragni Paridevanam, we will conclude today. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Om Namo Brahmadibhyo ॐ यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्व ॐ शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यम् ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदम् ॐ परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मभक्तियोगधर्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो वसिष्ठादृशेभ्यो रामचन्द्रपरब्रह्मणे तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषद् योगवासिष्ठमारामायणोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन मोक्षकैवल्यप्राप्ति सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वाध्यात्मिकप्रगति धर्मसंस्थापकानां निरन्तरदिग्विजयः राममन्दिरवत् शिवकृष्णादिमन्दिरादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरन्तरशास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरशत्रुविघ्न समूलनिर्मूलनपूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणात् आरभ्य वैदिकहैन्दवसंस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्षपुरुषार्थानां सुसम्प्रतिष्ठा अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्मसाफल्यार्थं श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्रीराम वशिष्ठ संवाद रूप श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ॐ मङ्गलाचरणश्लोकाः ॐ यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शनदृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। ॐ सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तमेकमजरं नित्यं विभुं शाश्वतं प्रत्यग्ब्रह्मरसायनं सुखघनं पूर्णं परं पावनं स्वात्मज्योतिरनादिमध्यनिधनं मायाविलासैर्मुहुः विश्वाकारमपास्तमायम् अभयं वन्दे विशुद्धं परं वन्दे विशुद्धं पदं ज्ञानादेवात्मनो मोक्षः न तु कर्मसमाधिभिः अज्ञातोऽसौ स्वसदृश्यं सृजत्येवेति कीर्त्यते। ॐ तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे। विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं। तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्रीगुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नताः स्मः। पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरपि कलयन्न शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये। ॐ श्रीरामचन्द्रपरब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीयोगवासिष्ठमहारामायणशास्त्रं तृतीय उत्पत्तिप्रकरणं लीलोपाख्याने राज्ञि परिदेवनं नाम षोडशः सर्गः. So Rani was in the fear what will happen if my husband dies. If I die first, no problem. But if he dies first, I will be in misery. Therefore, I'll ask, is there any way for avoiding death? So she invited Brahmanas, Jnanis, Yogis, Munis, Rishis, did all Upasana Puja to them, asked for the Upaya. They said through Japa Upasana Niyamadi, so many siddhis can be achieved, but not Amaratva. Then she got afraid, she got frightened what to do. Then other alternative she thought, if I die first, no problem. But if my husband dies, he, the jiva, should stay in this antapura. Let him watch me. Having that thought in myself, I'll be relaxedly staying. So let me do upasana. Thus, she selects Mother Saraswati for her upasana. Then Shastrokta Vidhanena, she does Triratra upasana for 1 full year or 100 times. Following all the niyamas, nishtas, excellent, fantastic. All the while, husband also served by her without any compromise, without anything missing. Mother Saraswati appeared. Then she wonderfully did stuti. Those two words, Shashi Prabha and Surya Prabha, Ravi Prabha. So Jaya Janma Jara Jwala Daha Dosha Shashi Prabha. So Janma Jara is Jwala. That is doing Dahana, scorching. And that Dahana dosha, to remove that, Mother's Krupa is like Shashi Prabha. So the evening moon rays, as they cool us down, Mother's Krupa will quieten the burning dukkha of Janma Jara Adi. So too, Hardandakara Hoga Nivarana Ravi Prabha. The same Mother Saraswati is the Ravi Prabha, the bright, brilliant light of sun, to remove the Hridaya Andhakara. In this way, Jai Ho Mother, having done the Jayakar to her, then Amba, from here we are doing mantra number 38. Amba Mataha Jaganmataha. See, Amba Mata Jaganmata. See how many ways with all Krupanata Dinata she is praying to Mother. Amba Mata Jaganmataha Imam Krupanam Trayasva. This Krupana Dina me Trayasva Swakara is Lotlakara. Please Trana Karo. Please protect me. Then Idam Varadvayam Dehi Yadaham Prarthaye Shubhe Shubhe Ushubha Mangala Swarupani Mother. Please give me these two boons which I ask you for. Before that, Mother herself says, na Paritushtasmi Tevatse Gruhana Varam Ipsitam. So Ipsita Vara, desired Vara, I'll bless you. Ask and get from me. Then she says, two boons I have to ask you. Leela Devi saying, the wife of Raja Padma. So, what are the two boons? She asks Mother Saraswati. One, Ekam Tavad Videhasya Bhartur Jivo Mama Ambike Asma Devahiya Maya Sita Nijanta Puramandapat Ekam Tavat. One of the two boons is this. What is that? Mama Bhartruhu. Okay. Videhasya Bhartruhu. Jivaha. Hey Ambike. Oh mother, my husband, he leaves the body. Then that Jiva, Asmad evahi mayasid nija antapura mandapat. Nija antapura mandapat. From this antapura mandapa, Asmad mayasid. May he not go away if he dies. Let that Jiva, Videha Jiva, should not go away from this mandapa. May he stay here only. Boon number 1. 2. Dvitiyam Tvam Mahadevi. Second vara is this. What is it? Prarthayeham yada yada darshanaya vararthaya. Whenever I do your prarthana for giving me darshana and also to bless me. The varas there and then tada me dehi darshanam. Then give me darshanam and give me the vara. So जब जब मैं आपका दर्शन चाहती हूँ या वर मांगती हूँ तो आप आएंगे और मुझे दर्शन देंगे और वर देंगे. These are the two boons I ask you. Leela asked mother. So the corollary things, side things to learn. Narayana, every time I may not say, even sometimes I miss while telling story and tattva vishayas. The other aspects you make a habit of simultaneously thinking, understanding. For example, with Niyamanishta, when the Shastrokta Upasanas are done, those particular devatas will come and they bless us with the boons which are possible. Yet, all this is again part of the Maya only. Within this Kalpita Jagat, in the Supreme Brahman, none of these are required nor they are there. That's the Vedanta to be digested slowly, steadily. We are now infants. Maybe after 10, 20 lives of every life, whole life, spending in trying to understand the Vedanta, and through that, the entire universe, cosmos, the happenings there, Mithyatva, even though everything is happening, it may take time for us to understand. Doesn't matter. I too have patience. I am not in a hurry nor have any doubt. Leaving the care to him, we will do our efforts. So when she asked for two boons, iti akarnya jaganmata, having heard these two boons from Leela, the Jaganmata, tava astu evam iti swayam ukta. So tava astu evam iti, evam tava astu. May it be so, so be it. In this way she blessed. Swayam Ukta, she spoke, Tathastu. Then Antardhanam Agamat, then she disappeared. Antardhana, uh, uh, Prothaya Urmiriva Arnave, like the wave comes in water, again goes, disappears. So too, she appeared, she said Tathastu for her boons and disappeared. Mother Saraswati. So therefore, our boons are fulfilled, our desires are fulfilled, our prayers are answered. The divine can appear. This facility is not there in other religions. Let's not worry about them. In our religion, any of the devata we can do upasana, they can come and bless us. And yet, all of this from the absolute standpoint, not the reality. These can be used for realizing the reality, these possibilities. So once this Rani, Leela, blessed by Mother Saraswati, so happy, excited she was. Atasa Raja Mahishi Parituштeshta Devada Shrutagiteva Harini Bhavo Ananda Dharini. Atha Mangalavachakam, that Sa Raja Mahishi, that Rani Leela Paritushta Ishta Devata, was able to propitiate Ishta Devata and got blessed by her. How was Bhavuva Ananda Dharini? She became overwhelmed with the Ananda full. Example, Shruta Gita Iva Harini. When the deer gets to listen to any song, how happy, excited the deer becomes. The deers are the animals said to be enchanted by music. That's why some trumpets, musics are played. It listens with utter awe and veneration and appreciation or joy, whatever in it. Seeing that only the hunter hits at it. Kuranga shabd ke karane marta hai. But it is excited listening to sounds. So, like Shruta Gita Iva Harini, the Harini deer, when it listens to Gitika, how happy she becomes. So was this Rani Leela. So, thus the life was going on. But time won't stop. As the Kala Chakra moves, the beings also become old, old, old. Then time to departure comes. About her husband, same thing happened. So, see this very nice way of saying, Pakshama sartu katake, dinare varshadandake, kshananabhau spandanaye, kala chakre vahati atha. Atha kala chakre vahati. As the kala chakra was moving, the wheel of time. In the chakra, the outer rim is there, the inner rim is there, the spikes are there, then the hub is there, then in between the nabhi is there and secondary spikes. This was there in our morning Shvetashvatara Upanishad also. The Srishti Chakra was explained. Later on in the sixth chapter, same is called as Brahma Chakra. Enedam Brahmyate Brahma Chakram. There it was Srishti Chakram. No? Panchasrotombum ane Dasardharam Vimshati Pratyaravihi Ashtakair Shadbhir. Like that there is a mantra. So here also Paksha Masa Ruktu Katake. So the Paksha, the fortnights, Masa months, Rutu the two months that are there. We have the Shat Rutus, no? Vasanta Rutu, Grishma Rutu, Varsha Rutu, Shishira Rutu, Sharad Rutu, Shirashira Rutu, Hemanta Rutu. So Paksha Masa Rutu, these were the Kataka, the outer Valaya of the wheel. Dina Are, the days were the Ara, the spokes. Varsha Dandake, the annum, the year is the Danda. Then Kshana Nabhav, the movements were the Nabhi. Spandanaye Kala Chakre. In this way, when the Kala Chakra, while going through the Spandana, when it was Vahati, moving. So time jump, you know, like Dinayaminyo Sayam Prataha, Shishira Vasanto Punarayataha, Kala Kridati, Gachati Ayuhu. दिन रात होता हुआ खत्म. See, when this November started just yesterday, as if today already 16th over, half of this month is done. And just now 2025 start हुआ. Already 11th month is done. And just now the new millennium started 2001, but already 2025. In that way, just around 5,800 years back, Kali Yuga started, they say, but Ditana Samay, just like the Khatam. In this way, before this, Dwapara Treta Satya Yugas were there. Like that, how many times these yugas coming going? Time is so funny, huh? But that time also is the concept of mind. That all will come in the subsequent chapters. In all other texts, don't worry about the time. You are that eternal Brahman which is not touched by the time. Realize it. Must, Majedar, excellent. That idea, when it clicks to us, with all the calculation of time and the happenings of Sthitha in time, we are not perturbed at all. That's the power of realizing the truth, the substratum even of the Kala Atita Paramatma. So, in this way, in the form of seconds, days, weeks, fortnights, months, rutus, ayanas, and annums, years, when the Kala Chakra was Vahati, what happened? Antardima Jagamasyaha Patyustachetanam Tanau Sandrushyamanamevashu Shushkapatra Raso Yatham Antardhim Ajagama Asyaha Patyuh Tachetanam Tanau. So the Chetana Tanu of the Pati suddenly lost the Chetana, became a Chetana. संदृश्यमानम एव आशु, देखते देखते ही ऐसा ही होता है. लाइक शुष्क पत्र रसो यथा, द लीफ very when it is tender or wet or onto the branch, कितना वो रसयुक्त होता है. But when it gets disconnected or even on the tree, when it gets dried up, carcass is there outside, but there is no life water in it. So too, the body of the king was there, but the jiva gone. He's become near jiva. Jiva went away. Antardhim ajagama. Antardhima means antardhan ho gaya. Asyaha patyuh chetanam tanav. From that body, the chetana gone away. Sandrushyamanam eva ashu. देखते देखते ही ये टाइम चलता चलता हुआ तो यवन राजा became old, even died. शुष्क पत्र रस के समान, like a dry leaf. Then रणखण्डितदेहेऽस्मिन् वृतेऽन्तः पुरमण्डपे निर्जलानलिनीवासौ पराम्लानिमुपाययौ. So रणखण्डितदेहेऽस्मिन्, maybe he had a war in that he was Khandita or old age man died. He died. So रणखण्डित देहेऽस्मिन्. So Deha was there, Khandita in that Rana. Mrute Antapura Mandape. So that body was brought it is put in the Antapura Mandapa, that Sharira. Now, Nirjara Naliniva Asau, when the water is not added or not there, how the lotus plant and lotus flower gets mlana, that's folded, muraj jata hai. In that way, paramlani mupayo, she has become paramlani. So she became so dried up, seeing that husband's sharira without jiva in it. So Nirjala Nalini va also. So she is a Nalini, the Vikasa for her, the Jala was husband. कहीं कहीं सूर्य and कमल का यहाँ नलिनी and water. So the husband is water for her, life of Nalini. So the husband died there, Sharira she is seeing her. She became like Nirjala Nalini, Muraj ja rahi thi. She was getting mlana, drying up. So विशोष्णश्वसनध्वस्त सकलाधर पल्लवा प्रापसामरणावस्थां सशल्येव मृगी यथा. So Visha Ushna Shvasana Dvasta. So Visha means Dukkha. Because of the Dukkha in the entire body, Ushnata. And that Ushnata was expressing through Shvasana Dvayu, the nostrils, as a exhaling. Because of that hot, fuming, exhaling happening from her nostrils, dhasta, almost spoiled and burnt. Or what? Sakala adhara pallava, all the adharas, both her lips are totally as if burnt only by the hot fumes of exhaling that are happening through her mouth and nostrils. That much dukhi she was. Prapasa Marana Avastha. Almost she also reached to Marana Avastha. Shalya Iva Mrugi Yatha. Just like a deer hit by the Shalya, the arrow. Shalya means the tip of the arrow. So when the arrow hits the deer, धीरे 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 वो कमजोर होता हुआ मरण अवस्था में जैसा जाता है ना, धीरे 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 धीरे. Not like the bullet shot immediately dying or bomb blast 100 pieces the body. Very horrible it is. But the deer, कोई एनिमल को बाण से मारते हैं, बहुत बार तो बच ही जाता है, कभी कभी चोटिल होता है. बट if it hits the marma avayava, then slowly it leaves that sharira prana. In that way she was appearing. Shalya iva mrugi yatha sa maranavastham prapa. Leela felt so bad seeing that husband's kalevara. Then prapasa tamasandhatvam tasmin maranamagate deepajwala lave kshine sadma shri bhushita. You know, like as the deepajwala, because the oil is getting over, slowly becomes dim. And as it goes away, the sadma shri, the beauty of the house, of its decorations or paintings or colorings, whatever, slowly becomes dim and dim. As the lamp goes away, everything is dark. In the same way, sa tamasa andhatvam prapa. She was also becoming blinded as if. Tasmin manana magate. When the husband died, seeing him, she was finding everything is अंधेरा. उनको अपना जीवन शून्य, कलाहीन, purposeless appearing. Naturally, while going through this, as I said, I'm not going to explain. To everyone our there are some being so close that their departure gives us such a dukkha that we find our life is meaningless. कोई ना कोई होते हैं. For some it may be the grandmother, grandfather. They won't cry that much as much they cry for grandmother, grandfather. Even if mother, father die. ऐसा किसी का रिलेशन, ऐसा लगाव है तो ग्रैंड पेरेंट, ग्रैंड, किसी को मदर से, किसी को फादर से. Some people don't even worry mother, father. They have so much love for siblings, brother or sister. They cry more with the departure of brothers. For some, it's wife, depending on so much of attachment, depends. For some, the husband, किसी को अपने दूसरे कोई मित्र भी होते हैं. ऐसा मित्र जिसने फैमिली मेंबर से ज्यादा हेल्प किया हो, प्यार दिया हो, फिर उसका वियोग दुख देता है. दुख इज कॉमन टू ऑल because of bereavement, but whose bereavement gives dukkha depends on to whom we have the attachment. There are some people who fasting died because they lost their pet dog. अपना कुत्ता बिल्ली तोता मर गया करके भी दुखी होकर लोग मरे. नो मैंने से लोग मरे या लोग हारते हैं या लोग जीतते हैं. Understand they're all jiva with so much of ignorance, identify the upadhis, taking the world to be real. समझ लो. It's all very funny. You have to develop, you and I, the spiritual vision, and from that standpoint we see the world and we look at others, understand that they are poor ignorant fellows. Not we become arrogant or belittle them. That's how they are. When I told this with the example of some people die because of the death of the dog. अब the कुत्ता मरा बोल के तू क्यों मर रहा है? But their attachment is like some people the money lost, job lost या किसी का इज्जत गया तब भी लोग मरते हैं. जिसको जिसमें लगा हुआ है. Anyway, she was so much attached to her husband. When she sees him that way, Vigata Jiva, she is so many examples. तो मुरझा हुआ फूल के समान हो गया. दीप शिखा खत्म हो गई. तो हाउ द हाउस लुक्स लाइक शी वाज लाइक दैट. प्रापसा तमसा अंधत्वम तस्मिन् मरणमागते दीप ज्वाला लवे क्षीणे. when the deepa jwala lava slowly gets lowered up, Satma Sriniva Bhushita, the entire beautiful decorated painted house, no more appears to be beautiful because when there is lamp going diminishing, etc. Her life was like that. So Shalya Mruga example, Shushka Patra Radha example, Nirjala Narini example, then Deepa Jwala Lave, Sadma Shri Kshinata example. Four examples are given to explain to us the situation of Leela when she sees her husband dying there. This happens to all of us too at one point or the other. किसी को ये 2 या 3 बार होता है. Thereafter, some people they rise above and they know, you know, मेरे को सबसे प्यारे मेरे माता पिता मेरे गुरु भाई, they died now. That misery was so much. Now I am not going to be miserable for anybody because I am not attached to anyone anymore. I know, I sympathize. I do my prayers for that soul to go to the higher worlds. All that necessary, respectful, faithful prayers, formalities will be done, but it won't touch. कुछ लोग ऐसे हो जाते. Now next, कार्श्यमा पक्षिणेनासौ बाला विरसतांगता यथा स्रोतस्विनी स्रोतः क्षये क्षारविधूसरा. So kshanena asau karshmapa. Within kshana only, she became krishna thin lean. Virasatam gata. Because from our life, the rasa has gone away. The charm, the beauty was her husband. She is no more. Then she's become totally karshya. Example, yataha yata srotaswini. Like a very nicely water flowing lake or whatever. Srotakshaye. When the water coming from upper goes away, that water which was so wet, full of that particular river bed which was so wet because of the water, river bed or lake bed, वो कैसे धीरे धीरे वो सूख जाता है. सीधे एग्जाम्पल्स गिवन बाय वशिष्ठ जी. हाँ, देखा होगा आपने बहुत बार. बारिश में इतनी बारिश और पानी पानी रहता हो, बट एज द विंटर्स कम, ऊपर बर्फ जमता रहता, नीचे पानी नहीं आना आता है. यू कैन सी इट. And as the summer comes तो पूरा ड्राई ड्राई दिखता. You know, when I was in Uttarkashi for those few years, sometime, Narayana, in rainy season, गंगा जी तट तक आता था. Talk about, you know, late 90s, those time, 30, 28 years हो गया. Eternal it is, but I am telling that time. When winters used to come or summer, na, mainly winter, सूख जाता नदी, बहुत कम पानी. Summer bit okay because glaciers used to burn, melt and come. But winter with you can as if cross only, but you can't because whatever small stream of water is there, it is ice cold only. पाँव लगाया तो फिर frost bite only. But that water gets dried. That's the example. Yatha srotasvini srotah kshaye kshara vidhusara. Srotakshaye, when the water is coming from upper stream, go away or stop. Kshara vidhusara, that wetness going away, it appears dry. So the dryness, the sapidity, the wetness, the rasata in her life was her husband. When he's gone, she has become Kshara vidhusara. Srotasvini kettara. So Kshara vidhusara Srotasvini example. Deepashikarahita Shri Sadma example, then Rasarahita Padma example, then the Bana with the deer example, then the first one is Nirjala Nalini example. The 5 examples are given about her condition when her husband died. Then her position becomes so pathetic. Kshipramakrandini Kshipram Maunamuka Viyogini Babuva Chakravakiva Manini Maranonmukhi. So Kshipramakrandini. Suddenly she will do the akrandana crying so much, so much. When that bout of dukkha comes in villages and all, even now we see cities में अभी कोई रोते नहीं और थोड़ा रोने लगते हैं तो बच्चे चुप करते, मामा चुप हो जाओ, क्यों रो रही है? अरे पति मर गया। वो बोलते हैं रोना नहीं, लोग क्या सोचेंगे? आई हैव सीन दैट चिल्ड्रन क्वाइटनिंग मदर। मैं तो कहता हूँ रो ले, इतना रो ले कि सारा निकल जाए। Akrandanam. No, I stay in such locality of no area. Here every fourth day, एनी टाइम इट रात में 2 बजे और 12 बजे, सुबह 5 बजे, दोपहर में भी क्राइंग सुनाई था। 2 घंटे के बाद देन डम डम आवाज आती है, इट इज अ साइन somebody died. So she was Akrandini suddenly. Then Kshipram Mauna Mukha and suddenly becomes so Mauna and Mukha. Viyogini because of the Viyoga of the Pati. Babuva Chakravaki Eva, the Chakravaki Pakshi without Chakravaka, she became like that. Mahanini, that's such a respectful lady. Maradon Mukhi almost, she also became Unmukha for Marana. Okay, when this was her situation, then Mother Saraswati gave that Vani. Atatam Atimatra Vihvalam Sakrupa Kasha Bhava Saraswati Shafarim Haradashosha Vihvalam Prathama Vrusrivanvakampata. So Atha now Tam to that Rani Leela Atimatra Vihvala was extremely in that Vihvala avastha of the Dukkha. Sakrupa Akasha Bhava Saraswati, that Mother Saraswati from the Akasha showering her kripa on her. To that Shafari, the fish, Hrada Shosha Vihvala. See the fish, when the Hrada, the lake Shosha gets dried up, how much it becomes Vifala. Suddenly, Prathama Vrishtihiva, when the rains come, first rain, seeing that water, the Shafaris Machili. Machili Mendak, when first rains come, how they become excited, happy. So she, mother, like the first rains, rained the words of compassion onto that Shafari. That women fish Leela was getting dried up because of the absence of her husband. So Shafarim Harada Shosha Vihvalam Shafarim Prathama Vrishtihi Iva Anumakampata Sakrupa Akasha Bhava Saraswati. Their mother Saraswati became kind, compassionate. She gave words from the Akash. What did she say? Mother Saraswati is in the next Sarga 17. But with this, the 16th Sarga concludes. Iti Arshe Shri Vaashishtha Maharamayane Valmikiye Utpatti Prakarane Lilopakyane Ragni Paridevanam Nama Shodashaha Sarga. Iti, in this way, Rishi means Rishi Prokta, which Rishi Valmiki ji has written. And Vaashishtha ji has said, Vaashishtha Maha Ramayane. This is called Maha Ramayana, given by Vaashishtha, therefore Vaashishtha. Valmikiye, written by Valmiki ji. Utpatti Prakarana, out of six, the third Utpatti Prakarana ka antargat. Leela Upakhyane, the topic of Leela Upakhyana, in that Ragni Paridevanam, the Dukkha of that Rani, Nama Shodasha Sargaha. The named Rani's Shoka is the 16th Sarga ends. So, simple thing is, every jiva till he realizes the Brahman, this Janma Maranas, this Samyoga Viyogas, this Prema Anandas, as long as they are together, then Viraha Dukkha, they keep on happening. This is story of this one Raja, Padma and Rani Leela, but this is the story of crores and millions of jivas in this Srushti, the Srushti Kala. And here the Rani Raja ka kaha. Somewhere it will be Gandharva and Gandharvi, Yaksha and Yakshini, in some place Devata and it is Devi. It can be a Kavva Kavi, Tota Toti, whatever is there. It can be between any in this world. Two ants also, male, female, वो उनके बीच में भी हो सकता है प्यार और विरह कुत्ता डॉग एंड डॉग्स द अदर वन lion and lioness, tiger, tigress, elephant and elephantess, whatever you call. This is how it is. Yeah, so many pashus also you can see. When in the monkeys, one monkey dies, the other also not eating and dying there. अब तो दिखता है इस जगत में. So these stories have so many sublime knowledges to convey. The one important thing is what? For the jiva, so many dehas come and go for exhausting his karma samskara vasanas. So, seeing that broader picture of our continuation, before this body arrived and after this body goes, we should know that this particular life is only a majili or a one station only. The journey continues. Expand the understanding this way. Going to the expanded, deeper, higher understandings is the only way to protect ourselves from the sufferings arising because of the narrow, limited misunderstandings. What to do? There's no way. It's a continuous. And in every life, different roles we take up. Male or female, in any of the yoni, if it's human, we can be Raja, we can be Mantri, we can be Senapati, soldier, we can be Vyapari, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. अरे क्या क्या होता रहता है. Everything we might have gone through. Pashu, Pakshi. In that Pashu, any number of Pashus. Pakshi, Kitaka, Harisrupa, चलता ही रहता है. As long as that Jiva Bhava maintained. Realizing the Brahmanubhava, then that cycle of Janma Marana gets broken. Then it's called Jivan Mukti. Okay, 16th chapter ends this way. Now the 17th Sarga. Here, in this 17th Sarga, Mother Saraswati blesses Leela and takes her into the Samadhi Avastha, in which she goes into different world, where she sees her husband again as a king and all the people who are there here, there also. After exhaustively seen that, then again Mother withdraws her kripa, her samadhi breaks, then she finds herself to be on this earth here in that same Antapura with her husband's body. Then all people were there. Then she was worried there, kya sab mare kya? Then she calls for the meeting of all people. Then everything was organized. Then she sees all of them. Oh, they are not dead, they are alive. Now she wants to know. There she saw one king, her own husband, and all the things that are going on. Here also, that husband Sharira is there, in whom the Jiva was there with him, with her just before, for some time, till some time before. Which is real among these two? That's the question she gets. Then she invokes Mother Saraswati. Then Leela and Saraswati बीच में संवाद के द्वारा we'll be taught that the ultimate Chidakasha alone is real. In that the Chittakasha, in that Chitta Jagat, Bhutakasha and Bhuta Jagat, all are Maya Vilasa. You awaken yourself to that Brahma Sthiti, then these things won't bind you. That's how the story, right? Tomorrow we'll see that. Today we'll do the chanting of this 17th Sarga. कितने मंत्र है? बहुत मंत्र है. 57. So we have 5 minutes now. पढ़ो. I'll go fast. Om अथ तृतीय उत्पत्ति प्रकरणम योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणम लीलोपाख्याने राजवर्णनं नाम सप्तदश सर्गः श्री सरस्वत्युवाच शवीभूतमिमं वत्से भर्तारं पुष्पपुञ्जके आच्छाद्य स्थापयिनं त्वं पुनर्भर्तारमेष्यसि पुष्पाणि म्लानिमेष्यन्ति नो न चैष विनङ्क्षति भूयश्च तव भर्तृत्वम् अचिरेण करिष्यति एतदीयश्च जीवोऽसौ आकाशविधस्तव न निर्गमिष्यति क्षिप्रम् इतोऽन्तः पुरमण्डपात् षट्पदश्रेणिनयना समाकर्ण्येति बन्धुभिः सा समाश्वासितागत्य वयोभिरिव पद्मिनी पतिं संस्थाप्य तत्रैव पुष्पपूरप्रगोपितं प्रगोपितं किञ्चिदाश्वासिता तिष्ठतु दरिद्र्येव निधानिनि तस्मिन्नेव दिने सैषा तस्मिन् शुद्धान्तमण्डपे अर्धरात्रे परिजने सर्वस्मिन् निद्रया हृते ज्ञप्तिं भगवतीं देवीं शुद्धध्यानमहाधिया दुःखादाह्वाय यामास सोवाच सौवेत्यतां किं स्मृतास्मि त्वया वत्से धत्से किमिति शोकितां संसारभ्रान्तयो भान्ति मृगतृष्णाम्बुवन्मुधा लीलोवाच क्व मामस्थितो भर्ता किं करोत्यथ कीदृशः समीपं नय मां तस्य नैका शक्नोमि जीवितुं श्रीदेव्युवाच चित्ताकाशं चिदाकाशम् आकाशं च तृतीयकं द्वाभ्यां शून्यतरं विद्धि चिदाकाशं वरानने तच्चिदाकाशकोशात्मा चिदाकाशैकभावनात् अविद्यमानमप्याशु दृश्यतेथानुभूयते देशाद्देशान्तरप्राप्तौ संविदो मध्यमेव यतो निमेषेण चिदाकाशं तद्विद्धि वरवर्णिनि तस्मिन्निरस्तनिःशेष सङ्कल्पास्थितिमेषि चेत् सर्वात्मकं पदं तत्त्वं त्वं तदाप्नोष्य संशयम् अत्यन्ताभावसम्पत्त्या जगतश्चैतदाप्यते नान्यथा मद्वरेणाशु त्वं तु प्राप्स्यसि सुन्दरि श्रीवसिष्ठ उवाच इत्युक्त्वा सा ययौ देवी दिव्यमात्मीयमास्पदं लीला तु लीलयेवासीत् निर्विकल्पसमाधिभाक् तत्तत्याजनिमेषेण शान्तःकरणपञ्जरं स्वदेहं कमिवोड्डीना मुक्तनीडाविहङ्गमे ददर्श खस्ताभर्तारं तस्मिन्नेवालयाम्बरे संस्थितं पृथ्वीपालम् आस्थाने बहुराजनि सिंहासने समारूढं जयजीवेति संस्तुतं प्रस्तुतं मण्डलानीक कार्यमाहर्तुमादृतं पताकामञ्जरीकीर्ण राजधानी गृहस्थितं पूर्वद्वारस्थितासङ्ख्यं मुनिविप्रर्षिमण्डलं दक्षिणद्वारगासङ्ख्य राजराजेशमण्डलं पश्चिमद्वारगासङ्ख्य लल्नालोकमण्डलम् उत्तरद्वारगासङ्ख्य रथास्त्यश्वसङ्कुलम् एकभृत्यविनिर्णीत दक्षिणापथविग्रहं कर्णाटनाथरचित पूर्वदेशक्रियाक्रमं सुराष्ट्राधिपनिर्णीत सर्वं लेच्छोत्तरावतं मालदेशसमाक्रान्त सर्वपाश्चात्यतङ्गणं दक्षिणाब्धितटायात लङ्कादूतविनोदितं पूर्वाब्धितटमाहेन्द्र सिद्धोक्तगगनापगम् सिद्धोक्तगगनापगम् उत्तराब्धितटायात दूतवर्णितगुह्यकं पश्चिमाब्धितटालोक वर्णितास्तमयक्रमम् असङ्ख्यबद्धभूपाल कलाकीर्णाखिलाजिनं यज्ञवाटपरद्विप्र जिततूर्याग्रनिस्वनं वन्दिकोलाहलोल्लास प्रतिश्रुध्वनकुञ्जरम् गेयवाद्योद्यतध्वान प्रध्वनद्गङ्गनान्तरं वहयहस्तिरथाराजि रजो मेघगणाम्बरं पुष्पकर्पूरधूपाढ्यं गन्धामोदितं पर्वतं सर्वमण्डलसंभार रचितानेकशासनं यशःकर्पूरजलद सुशुभ्राम्बरपर्वतं रोदसी स्तम्भभूतैक स्वप्रतापजितार्ककम् आरम्भमन्थरोदार कार्यसंव्यग्रभूमिपं नानानगरनिर्माण सोद्योगस्थपतीश्वरं पपातातमहारम्भा सातां नरपतेः सवां व्योमात्मिका व्योममयीम मीकेवाम्बराटवीं भ्रमन्तीं तत्र तामग्रे ददृशुस्ते न केचन सङ्कल्पमात्ररचितां पुरुषाः कामिनीमिव तथा ते तां न ददृशुः सञ्चरन्तीं पुरोगताम् अन्यसङ्कल्परचिताम् अन्येन नगरीं यथा प्राक्तनानेव तान् सर्वान् स्वान् ददर्श सभागतान् उद्धृतेव सुसम्प्राप्तान् नगरान् नगरान्तरं तद्देशान् सत्समाचारान् तथा तान् एव बालकान् ता एव बालवनिताः तान् स्थानेव च मन्त्रिणः तानेव भूमिपालांश्च तान् स्थानेव च पण्डितान् तानेव नर्मसचिवान् वृत्त्यान् स्थानेव तादृशान् हतान्यानप्यपूर्वांश्च पण्डितान् सुहृदस्तथा व्यवहारान् सदान्यांश्च पौराणन्यांस्तथैव च मध्याह्नकाले दिवसे घनदावाकुलादिशः अन्तरिक्षं सचन्द्रार्कं साम्भोधपवनध्वनि महीरुह नदीशैलपुरपत्तनमण्डितं नानानगरविन्यास जङ्गलग्रामसङ्कुलं विरष्टवर्षं भूपालं प्राक्तन्याजलसोज्झितं प्राक्तनीं जनतां सर्वां समस्तान् ग्रामवासिनः सा तानालोक्य ललना चिन्तापरवशाभवत् तस्मिन् नगरवास्तव्याः किं ते सर्वे मृता इति पुनः प्रज्ञप्तिबोधेन प्राक्तनान्तः पुरं गता क्षणेन च तदर्शात्र साद्धराते तथैव तान् अथ सोत्थापयामास निद्राक्रान्तं सखीजनम् आह चातीव मे दुःखम् आस्थानं दीयतामिति भर्तुः सिंहासनस्यास्य पार्श्वे तिष्ठाम्यहं यदि पश्यामि सभ्यसङ्घातं तत्प्रजीवामि नान्यथा स राजपरिवारोऽथ तयेत्युक्ते यथा क्रमम् आसीद्विनिद्रः संव्यग्रः सर्वः सर्वस्वकर्मणि पौरान् सभ्यान् समाने ययुर्याष्टीकपङ्क्तयः व्यवहारं कलयितुं उर्व्यामर्ककरा इव आस्थानभूमिं भृत्याश्च मार्जयामासुराधृताः प्रावृट्पयोदमलिनं खं शरद्वासरा इव अङ्गणं प्रति दीपौघाः तस्तुः पीततमों सुभसः आश्चर्यदर्शनायैव सम्प्राप्ता वृक्षपङ्क्तयः जनताः पूरयामासुः पूरैरजिरभूमिकाः अब्धिप्रलय संशुष्कान् पुरा सर्ग इवाम्भस आजग्मुर्मन्त्रिसामन्ताः स्वं स्वं स्थानमनिन्दिताः त्रैलोक्ये पुनरुत्पन्ने लोकपाला यथा दिशः पौराकीर्णकर्पूर सान्द्रावश्यायि शीतलाः उत्फुल्लकुसुमोद्वान्त मांसलामोदितानिलाः पर्यन्तेषु प्रतिहाराः कस्तूर्धवलाः ऋष्यमूकार्कतापार्थ मेघमाला इवादृशु प्रभापीततमः पुञ्जाः पेतुः पुष्पोत्करा भुवे चण्डमारुतविध्वस्ताः तारकानिकरा इव आस्थानं पूरयामासुर् महीपालानुयायिनः उत्फुल्लकमलोत्कीर्णं हंसा इव सरोवरं सिंहासनसमीपस्थे हैमचित्रासने नवे उपाविशदसौ लीला लीलेव स्मरचेतसि ददर्श तान् नृपान् सर्वान् पूर्वान् एव यथा स्थितान् गुरून् आर्यान् सखीन् सभ्यान् सुहृत् सम्बन्धि बान्धवान् सकलमेव हि पूरवदेव सा समवलोक्य मुदं परमां ययौ नृपतिराष्ट्रजनं खलु जीवन अभ्युदया च बभौ शशिवत्श्रिया। इति आर्षे श्रीवासिष्ठमहारामायणे वाल्मीकि उत्पत्ति प्रकरणे लीलोपाख्याने संदेह राष्ट्र वर्णनं नाम सप्तदश सर्गः. What it is? Tomorrow we'll see. Then I will tell her, don't worry, you will have your husband back. Keep that sharira protected. Nothing will happen. He will not go from here. Having said so, she gives some tattva and with her blessings, she enters into samadhi. In that, she goes out of the sharira, goes to the place where her husband, young 18, 16 years old, as a king, everything is going around. Same people who are there here. She is surprised because of Marga. In the meantime, she wakes up from samadhi, sees everybody is sleeping, wakes them up and tells to have the sabha organized to ensure everybody is alive. Then all are called, sabha is made, she looks, sees everyone, she is assured they are there. Then again, she disperses them, calls mother, discussion starts. That will be the topic in Sarga number 18. Lilopakyane Jagat Bhranti Pratipadanam. Then the 19th mantra में सर्ग ब्राह्मण मरणम. सम कथा कथा फिर एक से एक चलता रहता है. परमार्थ वर्णनम. इन दिस वे अ ब्यूटिफुल थिंग इट इज. सुनते जाओ, जितना पकड़ में आएगा आएगा. जस्ट कमिंग हियर, सिटिंग हियर, रिमेम्बरिंग राम वशिष्ठ एंड लिसनिंग फ्यू वर्ड्स अबाउट तत्व, ग्रेट शास्त्र, योग वासिष्ठ रामायण, ट्यूनिंग टू इट itself is a Maha Punya. I to do with that feeling only. Yes, one text thoroughly studied, studied, again studied, and sadhana said there one can do and realize. एक ईशावास से पढ़ लो, साधना करो, मोक्ष मिलता है. इतना पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है. Yeah. But Ishvara is making us do it. We are doing it. What's there? Nothing to worry. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. वशिष्ठ भगवान की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. Continue tomorrow. Now come for yoga Taravali.